So this commenter says, anyone else invested in the Elder Millennial and the co-op thing he started? Doc Hazard has a whole playlist on it. Him and a couple of other creators have done a lot of digging on it. If you guys don't know what he's talking about, I'm going to play you a video here in just a moment. I'm going to say this up front. All of this is alleged. This is just what's being reported. This is just what's being discussed. But the Elder Millennial not too long ago decided to offer, I think it was sort of like a hedge fund for an investment fund for regular working class folks, where you could buy in for $500 and have a chance to grow your money exponentially and live the American dream if you just give the Older Millennial $500. I've done some videos on it in the past. Some people have done a lot of digging into it and have learned that allegedly at the time he started offering these shares, the company didn't actually exist, which is technically illegal, and there's been a lot of hinky shit going on. So let me play you this video that will kind of help explain what is being reported in many, many, many circles about the Elder Millennial.
The sad, silly, hilarious story of the Older Millennial. He is exactly who you'd expect him to be. The Older Millennial needs little introduction. He's spread across this platform like a fungal infection. You've probably heard about Joey Fungus calling for the mass slaughter of disabled people, or begging for genocide in Gaza, or when he got caught pretending to be in the special forces. You may even have heard about his multiple warrants, arrests, and that time quite recently where the cops showed up at his door to arrest him for a current active warrant, and he hid in the dark, peeking out from behind a couch. Very funny, that one. But today, let's talk about his most current grift, the one most likely to land him in prison. The middle-class United Cooperative. Joey raised around $3 million from his audience at $500 a pop, with no specific plans or initiatives, just a vague sales point about housing and freedom and transformation, whatever the fuck any of that means. This was already a red flag, but closer inspection shows that the structure of the cooperation was rotten to the core. By limiting members to only $500 investments, this put Joey and his close friends in charge of all the money, and their bylaws were set up so that they could easily pay themselves the entirety of the raised funds and declare bankruptcy. As of today, they haven't actually done anything. No properties were purchased, no community programs, no scholarships. They've paid no dividends to members and held no official votes or member meetings. All things that cooperatives would do if they weren't a scam. In fact, since launching and collecting $3 million, old Joey Fungus hasn't mentioned it once, and the money completely unaccounted for, and their TikTok page has gone dormant, which is strange for a man who posts multiple times a day. And if you really want a funny read, go check out the comments. Hello? I can't get a hold of anyone. Where's my investment going? Where are we at with the investments? I had no issue paying the $500. What I have issue with is not hearing anything from the company since I paid. Where did our money go? Loved the sound of it months ago, but just more word salad with no real answers. Where is my fucking money? And that's just a few. This is a scam. It was a pump and dump, and it is being investigated by multiple agencies. This is who Joey Fungus is. Just another right-wing grifter grubbing after your cash and using false bravado to hide how scared they are about the inevitable consequences of their actions. But don't worry, Joey. The consequences are coming.
That is what is being alleged currently about the Elder Millennial. If true, doesn't surprise me in the least bit. I've known he's been a piece of shit since the first time I saw him. We know he's a piece of shit by seeing what he puts out on a day-to-day basis. If you gave the Elder Millennial $500 to invest in this working class co-op, you are a fucking dumbass. If you gave the Elder Millennial $1 to invest on your behalf, you are a fucking dumbass. You most likely, it has yet to be fully investigated, you most likely collectively coughed up $3 million that he was able to put into his pocket, him and his partners, and you're not going to get shit in return. Congratulations. You guys continue to be the easiest marks in grifting history.